Let me ask you this question. Have you ever been to one of those costume parties that's usually hosted by a school? And there's some fun games and maybe even some snacks you can eat. And best of all, you can wear whatever costume you want. But my school didn't do that, but my karate school did, so it still counts. And that party was probably the most embarrassing moment of my life. So let's get into it. So this story takes place in 2019, so not that long ago. Halloween was coming up, and the people working at the karate school announced that we will be having a Halloween costume party. And whoever had the coolest costume would win a mystery prize. This caught my attention, and I decided to go as a Pokemon trainer. But there was a problem. You can't be a Pokemon trainer if you don't have a Pokemon. I had very little options, so I walked up to Sybil and asked her if she can be Pikachu. For some reason, she said yes, and my mom took us to the karate school. Also, quick side note, remember when I said that I dressed up as a Pokemon trainer? Well, I literally just had a blue shirt and a toy Pokeball. Out of every single costume I've ever worn in my life, the Pokemon trainer costume has to be the worst costume ever. Anyways, when we got there, I'm pretty sure the first person I ever saw was a kid that was dressed up as Thanos. I didn't say anything to him, but deep down, I was so proud of him. The first activity we had to do was run up to a punching bag and punch it as hard as we could. And it was actually a lot of fun. And I actually forgot what the other activities were, so we're just gonna skip ahead. There was a little kid at the party, maybe 5 or 6, and he was dressed up as Iron Man. And Sybil wanted to have a little joke with the kid. She went up to the kid and said, "Tony Stark, I don't feel so good." Look, it was a joke, okay? But the kid didn't even register what was happening, and just yelled, "Pikachu!" and started hugging her like crazy. 5 minutes later, he took my Pokeball from my hand and started playing with it. And look, the kid was little, so I couldn't really be mad at him. It was going well, but then I turned my head for at least 5 seconds. I looked back to see a kid crying on the floor with a red eye, a Pokeball next to him, and the kid I gave the Pokeball to in a throwing position. He threw a Pokeball at the kid's eye! I got one of the workers and I told her what happened, and let's just say after that, I never saw that kid again. Wait, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, the costume competition. We had to take turns showing our costume to the audience, and whoever had the most cheers from the audience wins. To make a long story short, we didn't win. But I was still excited to see what was in the mystery box. And you'll never guess what it was. A $20 Applebee's gift card. But at the end of the day, the party was a ton of fun. If I had the chance, I would definitely do that again. But what's the moral of today's story? Don't give Pokeballs to 5-year-olds. You know, not even in a million years would I ever think that we'd survive 2020. But here we are. And I know nothing bad has happened in 2021 yet, but I'm not keeping my hopes up. Seeing what happened in 2020, anything can happen in 2021. And I decided to start this year with a storytime animation just to make you guys a little happy, because I don't do storytime that much anymore, but I'm trying to do as much storytime as I can. Anyway, sorry I've been gone for 2 months. My iPad ended up breaking one day, and I wasn't able to animate, so I got a new one for Christmas, I'm pretty sure. And I was able to animate again. So I'm going to start animating as much as I can now. And remember, don't flood your house with bubbles.